This is the purple which is spoken of in the songs, upon which God reclines. Clad in this purple livery, the soul journeys when, as has been explained above in the first stanza, it goes forth from itself in the dark night, and from all things created, kindled in love with yearnings, by this secret ladder of contemplation, to the perfect union of love of God, its beloved salvation. This, then, is the disguise which the soul says that it wears in the night of faith upon this secret ladder, and these are its three colors. They constitute a most fit preparation for the union of the soul with God, according to its three faculties, which are understanding, memory, and will. For faith voids and darkens the understanding, as to all its natural intelligence, and herein prepares it for union with divine wisdom. Hope voids and withdraws the memory from all creature possessions. For as St. Paul says, hope is for that which is not possessed. And thus it withdraws the memory from that which it is capable of possessing, and sets it on that for which it hopes. And for this cause, hope in God alone prepares the memory purely for union with God. Charity, in the same way, voids and annihilates the affections and desires of the will for whatever is not God, and sets them upon Him alone. And thus this virtue prepares this faculty and unites it with God through love. And thus, since the function of these virtues is the withdrawal of the soul from all that is less than God, their function is consequently that of joining it with God. And thus, unless it journeys earnestly, clad in the garments of these three virtues, it is impossible for the soul to attain to the perfection of union with God through love. Wherefore, in order that the soul might attain that which it desired, which was this loving and delectable union with its beloved, this disguise and clothing which it assumed was most necessary and convenient. And likewise to have succeeded in thus clothing itself and persevering until it should obtain the end and aspiration which it had so much desired, which was the union of love, was a great and happy chance. Wherefore in this line the soul also says, O happy chance. Chapter 22 explains the third line of the second stanza. O happy chance! It is very clear that it was a happy chance for this soul to go forth with such an enterprise as this, for it was its going forth that delivered it from the devil, and from the world, and from its own sensuality, as we have said. Having attained liberty of spirit, so precious and so greatly desired by all, it went forth from low things to high. From terrestrial it became celestial, from human, divine. Thus it came to have its conversation in the heavens, as has the soul in this state of perfection, even as we shall go on to say in what follows, although with rather more brevity. For the most important part of my task, and the part which chiefly led me to undertake it, was the explanation of this night to many souls who pass through it and yet know nothing about it, as was said in the prologue. Now this explanation and exposition has already been half completed. Although much less has been said of it than might be said, we have shown how many are the blessings which the soul bears with it through the night, and how happy is the chance whereby it passes through it, so that, when a soul is terrified by the horror of so many trials, it is also encouraged by the certain hope of so many and such precious blessings of God as it gains therein. And furthermore, for yet another reason, this was a happy chance for the soul, and this reason is given in the following line, "in darkness and in concealment." End of chapter 22.